Hello, my name is Wanda. I will be working with you today. I received information from the inpatient therapist who has been supporting Sean. Can you please share with me your names and why you believe you're meeting with me today? Oh, it's very nice to meet you, John. So you think, as the head of the family, you are here to discuss the situation with your daughter, Sean, and her involvement with drugs and subsequent attempt at suicide. Is that correct? Okay, thank you. Sarah, you are actually the reason the family is meeting with me today. Why do you believe it was necessary to meet with another person besides the inpatient therapist? Okay, I understand. You wanted to meet with someone to specifically discuss the family dynamics in a therapeutic environment. Thank you for sharing. James, what about you? Why are you here today? Right, okay, I understand your parents made you come. Okay, well, since you're here, is there something you would like to discuss? I see. So you're upset with your sister Sean for causing and are embarrassed by her behavior. Before Sean's attempt at taking her life and the drug overdose, how well did the two of you get along? All right, so the two of you don't really have a close relationship, but you love and care for her because she's your sister. Well, thank you for your honesty, James. I believe it's important for all of us to be honest, even if what is being said is uncomfortable for your family member to hear. Can we all agree that this is how we shall proceed? Okay, thank you. Sean, how are you feeling today? Pretty good? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Can you share with us why you believe your family is meeting with me today? Okay, so you were feeling depressed because your parents argue all the time, and your mom tries to make you take her side, which makes you feel really bad for your dad. Is that correct? Okay, so you become frustrated and okay, so you intentionally took a lot of drugs that you got from a boy. So the drugs you got from a young man at your school. Please continue. hmm And you took the drugs because you didn't want to deal with that situation with your parents any longer. Okay, so in that moment, you felt that it was better to die than to have to face that again? Is that a fair assessment of what you're saying, of what you stated? Okay. Please, Sarah and John, let's respect each other by giving the speaker the opportunity to express how he or she is feeling. It may not be how you see the situation, but Sean, as an example, shared how she felt when the two of you argue. Can we all agree that we will give the speaker the opportunity to express how he or she is feeling without interrupting? We all agree? Yes? Okay, thank you. So far we've established two ground rules. The first was to be honest, and the second was to allow the speaker to complete his or her thoughts without interruption. Agreed? Okay, thank you. So as we move forward, it may become necessary to add more ground rules. If you would like to add one, please follow the first two ground rules and then indicate you would like to add another ground rule. We've placed a piece of paper on the board So at any time we can get up and write what you believe the next ground rule should be. We all agree? Okay, great. Now that we understand our first two ground rules, Sarah, can you share with Sean what you wanted to say to her while she was talking? Okay, so you wanted her to know that you don't intentionally involve her in your arguments with John. You share with her because you consider her to not only be a daughter, but to be a friend. Sean, how does that make you feel when you hear your mother say that? Oh, okay. So you don't want her to be your friend. You want her to be an adult and to be the mother. You don't want her to talk with you about your dad. Is that correct? Yes? Oh, okay. So what common ground can we establish between the two of you? Are there activities that the two of you can plan that would be just for mother and daughter? Something of interest to the both of you? Would you like that, Sarah? Okay, great. Sean, what about you? Would you like to do something outside of the home with your mother that would be of interest to the both of you? Yes? Great. So, as we are almost done with the session, I would like for the two of you, Sarah and Sean, mother and daughter, to come up with a list of activities just for the two of you to participate in outside of the home, that only the two of you would do. And then once you've generated a list of several items, choose two of those items, one from your list, Sarah, and one from your list, Sean, and go and participate in them as mother and daughter. Hopefully, by participating in those activities, you can build upon your relationship as friends. Thank you, John and James, for your patience. I'm hopeful to work with the Thank you for viewing. For clarification, as there were no names, I identified the father as John, the mother as Sarah, the son as James, and the daughter as Sean.